Good morning, children. This is the biology class for you. In this class, we are going to see about getting to know about plants itself, the chapter. Last class, we studied about the plant parts, isn't it? Plant parts are what are the two main parts of the plant? The root system and the shoot system. The root system and the shoot system. Okay. This root system, what are all the parts are there? Root system is having the main root, secondary root, tertiary roots. And the shoot system, what are all the parts you studied? The parts are branches, leaves, floral buds, vegetative buds, fruits and all we studied. In this class, we are going to see about the leaf. What is it? Leaf. Why is it? It is very important. The leaf is very important because leaf is the kitchen of the plant or the food factories of the plant. Leaves are the food factories of the plant. You see, food factories of the plant. Why they are so called food factories? So because the plant produce food of its own, which is autotrophic. So it produces its own food with the help of leaves only. How do they prepare? Leaves are having chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is present in the chloroplast. So leaves are green in color. They are preparing food. So they are called as food factories. You know, the leaves are beautiful in the plants, giving beautiful green color. And you might have seen some of the plants are very dark green. Some plants will be light green in color. They are having the different shape and size of the leaves. Because for each plant, its own different shape and size is the characteristic feature of that particular plant. Okay, now today we are going to see about the structure of a leaf. You see, the structure of a leaf is given here. You see here, the structure of the leaf, you see, there is a stalk, S-T-A-L-K, stalk. This is the stalk of the leaf. This is the stalk of the leaf. This attaches the leaf blade and the stem. The place where the leaf arises is called the node. This we studied in the last lesson itself, isn't it? In the last class itself. So the midrib is running as the petiole is running as the midrib, and it is also having the leaf blade or leaf lamina. You see, leaf lamina or leaf blade. And there are the side veins. They are the side veins. And there is a network of veins in the leaf. Veins in the leaf. Now you see, the petiole is the narrow stalk. The petiole is the narrow stalk like structure that connects the leaf to the stem. And the midrib, you see, midrib is the continuation of the petiole. It is a central vein and it also give out the smaller veins. Okay, and next we can see the next part of the leaf is called the veinlets. A network of veins are forming the veinlet or forming a network of vein forming a veinlets. The arrangement of network of branched veins is called veinlets. Okay, next part of the leaf is the leaf blade or lamina. Leaf blade or lamina. Lamina is the broad portion. This is the broad portion of the leaf. It is called the leaf lamina. Okay, so what are the parts in the leaf? First petiole. Okay, so petiole, and then the midrib, and then the midrib, and the side veins. Okay, and the leaf blade. Okay, and the mesh of network of veins. The network of veins. It is called what? It is the veinlets. It is called veinlets. Okay, so lamina is having veins, veinlets and all. So what are the 4 important parts of the leaf? Petiole, and the midrib, the leaf lamina, and the veinlets. Here and all veinlets. Okay, here and all veinlets. So of the 4 parts you know now very well. Now we can go to the next point, that is in the people leaf and all. If you see there, the people leaf, you know, arasamartela, isn't it? That you just raise up and show in the sunlight, means you can see very clearly the network of veins. It is called venation. The arrangement of veins the arrangement of veins in the arrangement of veins in the leaf is termed as venation. Okay, venation. Venation is the arrangement of veins in the leaf. This venation itself two types. What are the 2 types? The parallel venation, and the reticulate venation. Parallel venation and reticulate venation. Okay, parallel venation, you see in this picture, this is the banana leaf. In this leaf, you can see the picture, in the picture, the midrib is there, and the side veins are parallel to each other. Isn't it? So, parallel to each other. So, it is a parallel venation. This type of parallel venation is seen in the monocots. You know monocots, isn't it? Paddy, wheat and all monocots. In that leaves and all having the parallel venation. Now in this leaf you see a veinlet is making the venation. It is the network-like structure. The network-like structure means it is called reticulate venation. So 2 types of venation we studied. What is this? Venation is the arrangement of veins in the leaf. What are the 2 types of venation? That is parallel venation and reticulate venation. Parallel venation and reticulate venation. Parallel venation, example of plants and all, rice, corn, grass and all. Okay. Reticulate venation, what plants are example? The peepal tree, banyan tree, and the neem, mango, that and all reticulate. They are having reticulate venation. Reticulate venation is the characteristic feature of dicot. Do you understand, children? Now we can go to the functions of the leaf. You know very well the function of the leaf. First important function is the photosynthesis. What function? It is the photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is important because it is the food production process. We are eating more type of foods and all, but leaves are eating only one type of food, that is the glucose, simple form of glucose. How do they prepare that glucose? By using carbon dioxide. It is the carbon dioxide, and by using carbon dioxide, water, in the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight, then it is made, that sugar is made, and during that time what is liberated? The oxygen is liberated. Oxygen is the gas, O2. Oxygen is liberated. So it is very important to see the photosynthetic function, because photosynthesis function is the very important for plants and also for us, because plants prepare food only, we will also get the food, isn't it? How do they prepare the food? Plants are using chloroplast. It is inside. What is it inside in the chloroplast? Chlorophyll. Plants are using chlorophyll and carbon dioxide. Water is absorbed by the root and sent through the stem to the leaf, isn't it? And one more component is the light energy, that is from sunlight. Okay. So it is referred as the photosynthesis, that is plants are using chloroplast, carbon dioxide and water, and using the light energy. By using all these 4 components, plants are preparing glucose or sugar or carbohydrate, all are same. Simple carbohydrate is called glucose. Do you follow, children? Now, during this process, what is coming out? Oxygen is coming out. Oxygen is what for it is needed? It is needed for respiration also. Okay. Do you know the plants are respiring? Yes, they are respiring. How do they respire? Through the stomatal holes. Do they take in carbon dioxide or oxygen for respiration, for breathing? Respiration means breathing, isn't it? In simple word, respiration means breathing. There is for respiration, what do the plants take? They take in carbon dioxide or oxygen? They take in oxygen only. As we take oxygen for breathing, plants also take in oxygen. But carbon dioxide only, people will say, some students will say, carbon dioxide. You are all very good children. You know very well that plants are using oxygen only for breathing, isn't it? And what for the carbon dioxide is used? Carbon dioxide is used for photosynthetic function. Do you follow? Now, carbon dioxide is taken for photosynthetic function and oxygen is used for respiratory function. Now you see in this picture, you can see during the stomatal opening, when the open stomata is available, carbon dioxide is taken and oxygen is left out for the photosynthesis. At the same time, the oxygen is left out. But in the breathing, that is in respiration, the plants take in oxygen inside and carbon dioxide outside. This is taking place only in a slower rate in the daytime, because photosynthetic function is the important function. It must be done very nicely during the daytime. Okay, at the night time only the process of respiration is taking place very fastly. So plants breathe with the help of their leaves. Of most plants have tiny openings called stomata. You see in this picture, stomata is there, isn't it? Through this stomata, plants breathe. Plants breathe what gas inside? Oxygen inside. What they leave out during breathing? Carbon dioxide outside. During photosynthesis, they themselves leave the oxygen. They provide oxygen for us. So, exchange of gases. Next function is exchange of gases. The exchange of gases, you see, that is the taking in of oxygen and leaving out of carbon dioxide through stomata. Next function is the transpiration. What is transpiration? The transpiration is the function through which the water is left out through the stomatal holes. Water is left out. H2O means water. Water is left out through the stomatal holes. Okay. Next, what is this needed for plants? This transpiration is needed for plants to raise up the water by which is absorbed by the roots. Roots are absorbing water and minerals. No, in small plant means it will grow. It will it will be transported to a certain extent only. But you know, the palm tree and the coconut tree and all very tall, isn't it? So, how do the water and minerals rise up the tip of the plant? They raise up the tip of the plant by transpiration pull. They are pulled upward. So, what is happening? While the transpiration is happening, the dryness is created in the leaf cells. So, the dryness attracts the water molecules. So, water is pulled to the upward. Okay. மிக உயர்ந்த மரங்களில் தண்ணீரும் கனிமப் பொருட்களும் மினரல்ஸும் உயர்ந்த இடத்துக்கு போகிறதுக்கு ரூட் ப்ரெஷர் மட்டும் பத்தாது. இட் இஸ் நாட் இனஃப். ஸோ தெர் இஸ் அ டிரான்ஸ்பிரேஷன் புல் இஸ் டேக்கிங் பிளேஸ். This is also another mechanism of sending the water to the upper part of the trees. Okay, so transpiration is leaving out water by evaporation. When your mummy is keeping a bowl of water, when it is heated, the evaporated vapor is coming out, isn't it? The same, but here the sunlight is evaporating the water in the plant. Okay, so vapor and all coming out of the stomata. This is the transpiration. Okay, transpiration also play an important role in water cycle. What is water cycle? During transpiration, plants and all absorb the water from the depth of the ground and they transpire it. So the water vapor mix with the atmosphere and form the clouds. Okay. Now in this picture you see the transport system. Okay. And now you see respiration. Oxygen is going in, carbon dioxide come out. Leaf is doing photosynthesis. Leaf is doing transpiration. Leaf is also doing transportation. Okay. Now you understand all these four functions. Okay. Next we go to the leaf evaporation is very nicely shown in this picture. You see water travel through the plant, that is also very nicely it is given, you see. So water travel and it is evaporated. Okay, evaporated to the atmosphere. Okay, now we can go to the next leaf modification according to the additional functions of leaf. The climbers are producing the tendrils and the spines are becoming the protection part of the plant, that is the modified leaf and all made into protecting spines. முள்ளா மாறி இருக்கு. அப்புறம் லீஃப்லாம் நம்ம சில சமயம் சாப்பிட்றோம். என்னென்ன லீஃப் சாப்பிட்றோம்? தட் இஸ் we are eating cabbage. Cabbage means முட்டைக்கோசு, lettuce, isn't it? முள்ளங்கி கீரை and this spinach and all we are eating, isn't it? So they are all edible. They are edible leaves. Now you see, this is the tendril. This is the tendril, leaf tendril. This is the leaf tendril. And next one you see, this is the protective function of the leaf. What is this? These are all spines. These are all spines in the plant. Next function of the leaf is what? Cabbage. Cabbage becomes the food, edible one. Isn't it? Cabbage. Then next one is the spinach and the lettuces. Okay, lettuces. These are all the function of the leaf. So leaf function we studied nicely. Okay. So next another function is also there in the leaf, that is the reproduction. In bryophyllum, this is the bryophyllum plant. In bryophyllum plant, you see many of the small leaves are growing at the tip of the leaves. These are all the reproductive in function. Okay, so it is also reproductive in function. So leaves are doing transpiration, okay, respiration and reproduction, and also helping for the water cycle, come for getting rain also. Okay, in this picture you see this, I have recalled some points of the leaf. Okay, leaves are the food factories. of the plant. And leaf is having two types of venation: parallel venation, reticulate venation. And next one is the leaf is making food by the process photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide, water, in the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight, food, sugar or starch is produced and the oxygen is left out as the gas. Okay, if you put the arrow mark like this, it shows the gas. And then I will show you the dictation words now. You see the petiole, midrib, vinelets, lamina, venation, parallel venation, reticulate venation, pigment, carbon dioxide, stomata. And here you see transpiration, water cycle, nutrients, compensate, spinach, cabbage, lettuce, bryophyllum, climbers, sweating and respiration. Okay. So these are all the dictation words you go through and make a point that you must write it in the notebook. Not only the dictation words, all over this video we have discussed many of the points, isn't it? That points and all you have to take down in the note. and also you have to draw the picture of a leaf, parts of a leaf, okay, and mark the parts. Okay, now you understand, children, the leaf, parts of the leaf, functions of the leaves and all. Okay, now I show you the parts of the leaf picture. You try to draw it. Okay, now you see here the parts of the leaf, parts of the leaf. Okay, and you can see that you can mark the all the four important parts. Okay, two types of venation and the equation of photosynthesis and stomatal work and all you take down nicely in the notebook. All these points and all you take down nicely in the notebook and keep in mind all the things you keep in mind. Okay, and now here is a remember, let's remember is given. Yeah, it has, read this sentence. You see, dash conduct water and minerals from root to leaves. Which conduct? Stem or fruit? Stem. Which parts and all the underground stem? Carrot or ginger? Ginger. Turnip or onion? Underground stem? Onion. And potato or beetroot? Potato. Okay. Banana leaves have what venation? Parallel or reticulate? Parallel. The gas, the exchange of gases in plants take place through the stomata or stomach. It is stomata or nose? It is stomata. Okay. What is the loss of water through the leaves is called what? Ventilation or transpiration? Transpiration. Okay. Now you can understand, children. Now you understand the parts of the leaf and the function of the leaf and the special functions of the leaf, and you take down the notes, keep in mind, and many times you go through the video and get nicely get clear with this lesson. Okay, children, thank you.